Hi guys, so today we are going to make a color wheel. It's going to be ring shaped like these two, and if you want you can label it after. I labeled all my colors up top here, so we're kind of going to go through and do that, and we're going to start with red. So I have my Winsor Newton professional grade watercolors. You can use Cotman too. There should be pretty much the same colors. Professional grade does have a little bit more variety though. So we're going to start first with a ring shape, and we're going to just draw a big circle, and after that circle you're going to draw a smaller one in the middle. Just go over that with your pencil line, and then we're going to section it off into 8 different sections. Actually 9, we're going to add one more. After we do that, I'm going to make this color wheel really opaque, so the colors are going to be dark. If you want them lighter, that's totally okay. This is your color wheel. I usually try to stick with more opaque colors. So you're going to want to add enough water to make your color nice and mixed. And if you are going the lighter route, I'd add more water than this. But I'm just going to fill in that first section. And then we are going to go to orange. So orange is going to be 2 different colors. You need cadmium red and you need lemon yellow. There are 2 yellow, but we're just going to work with lemon yellow today because that is probably the most basic one. If you want, you can add the yellow ochre after that, but I'm just going to leave that out because I actually rarely use that one. So we are going to mix cadmium red with the lemon yellow and then put that in your next spot. And now we're just going to use that lemon yellow to do the yellow after the orange. It's your brush, and then we are going to actually do green, but we're going to put a green yellow in between the yellow and the green, so leave a space. And I have been making mine with a little white line, if you see the white line in between. I'm just making mine really pronounced. If you don't want to do that, if you want it to blend together, that's fine. That little white line will help separate your color and stop it from blending together so that you have a more distinct map of your colors. Then I'm going to fit that little yellow green in between by mixing the lemon yellow and the green together. After that, I'm going to make a darker green by actually mixing that green with Payne's Gray. I have found this to be the best way to make a really dark green that you'll see on pine trees or really dark leaves of, let's say, monstera plants, or all of your fun fiddle leaf figs. All of those will have this kind of green. Now for blue, there are 2 blues in my palette. I have a Winsor blue, which is really bright, and then I have a ultramarine blue, which is more on the darker side. And so you will see after we do these blues, we're going to use each of those 2 to make the indigos and violets. So I'm going to do one for each. First, I'm starting with the Winsor blue. That's the brightest, so it's also the lightest one since ultramarine is a lot darker. So you can put that one in there and then go for ultramarine. Next up is indigo. Indigo is actually adding more blue in a purple. So it's going to be a really dark blue. So I will do that, but before I do that, I forgot that I want to have my little blue-green. So I'm going to just mix a little bit of one of the blues with green and fit it in there between that dark evergreen and between that and the Winsor blue. Okay, so now we're moving back to indigo. So I used Winsor blue and then added a little bit of red. Just a little bit, it's mainly Winsor blue. Maybe even add a touch of Payne's Gray, just make it a little darker. Now you'll see my red up here, and I'm going to, look how nice that looks. If you want it a lighter, more purpley color, you want to add more red. That is the key. And if you want it darker, you just add more blue. You kind of have to go back and forth between what you want and just experiment with those colors to just see how the hue is showing up. Look how purple it is when you add that red. It really shows a nice deep purple, almost a mauve color. I'm going to end with that one. I'm going to let this dry. If you decide to write the names, I very much recommend to let it dry first, or else you're going to have ink or pencil all bled with all your colors. But there we have this whole color wheel. Let me know if you want to see anything else, what I should paint next, and I hope you enjoyed.